couldn't afford a lawyer, but you needed one?
I'd probably just rot. Probably just rot there. But I have a husband, and he has like a nice family, so hopefully they would, if I got in trouble, they would help.
So what happens if you can't afford a lawyer?
I'm not sure, but I think the government give you a lawyer.
Public defenders are a lawyer that is provided for you if you cannot afford one.
Most people can't afford a lawyer, don't have access, and that's to kind of ensure that we all have a right to a fair trial so that we have a professional representing us instead of just ourselves.
That's right. If you are charged with an offense and you cannot afford one, in the state of Washington, you get a public defender. For instance, if you're on food stamps or you're getting any sort of benefits, you'll be appointed a public defender. As a public defender, you're fighting systemic injustice. You're fighting against racism. You're fighting against sexism. You're fighting for sometimes someone who's a member of the Ku Klux Klan. And it's your job to fight for that person, no matter what their personal beliefs are. And so that's a high calling. And it's a calling that is guaranteed by the Constitution.
What would you say is the difference between a prosecutor and a public defender?
A defender is a defender. They try to help people become not guilty from their case. The prosecutor is the one who's trying to put them in jail.
A prosecutor is an attorney that works for your city, county, state, larger government, and they're the ones that are charged with making sure that they can bring charges against you and prove them. So it's kind of an attorney that's not working in your favor.
Well, theoretically, the prosecutor is the voice of the people in enforcing the laws and representing the people of the state.
I think people have, by and large, a pretty good broad understanding. So prosecutors work on behalf of the community. We uphold public safety by filing criminal charges that we must prove in a court of law beyond a reasonable doubt. We are enforcing the laws, right, in collaboration with police and other investigators. We're not writing the law, that would be the legislative branch, and we are not interpreting the law, which would be the judicial branch.
Revised Code of Washington sets out what the criminal code is. Every charge that we file comes from that code. So if we don't see that the facts meet those certain elements that are set forth in those laws, we can't file a case. So everything we do is based on that. Some people feel that the prosecutors are the bad guys because we're putting people in jail. People around here are good, strong people with integrity who want to do the right thing, who want to help victims. Our role is to protect people. There are people out there who may look to harm others, and we have to make sure that we protect, everyone as a whole from those people who might cause you harm, who might have caused a family member harm.
The rules of evidence are the same for both prosecutors and public defenders or defense attorneys. Public defenders are there to ensure that prosecutors meet their burden of proof. They protect the constitutional rights of the defendant. And while we may be in an adversarial system, we still have to abide by the same rules.
Fundamentally, I don't think there's a difference between a prosecutor and a defense attorney in this. We are about the rule of law, and we are about justice. And so, in theory, we should be able to switch roles so that a prosecutor can be a defense attorney and a defense attorney can be a prosecutor. There is a sense of duty and honor of being a prosecutor, of being a person who is there to protect the community. But I would say that a defense attorney is just as important and is just as valuable in protecting the community. This has always been deemed important since the foundation of our country. So prosecutors are important, defenders are important, and they're all part of the rule of law.